Bill O'Reilly joins us now. A lot of people who support the president want to hear what you think about this. What's your take?
Other people do too, Cuomo, because I'm way ahead on the story. On Tuesday night on this broadcast, I predicted everything that would happen. I hope you remember that. Every single thing. So now you guys made a couple of mistakes in the first, but we had more specificity if you go back and look at the tape.
All right.
So you guys made a couple of mistakes in the first segment. Number one, the lawyer change was because there is a strategy change. The Trump lawyers will now try to impeach the Espionage Act and the Presidential Records Act. They have to go after those acts and say they don't apply to Donald Trump. Okay, so you've got to throw the case out. That's why it's changed. Okay, the key quote is from Trump himself on Truth Social. Nobody said I wasn't allowed to look at the personal records that I brought with me from the White House. There's nothing wrong with that, unquote. So the strategy is there's no crime because it doesn't fall under any statute, because the Presidential Act doesn't apply, the espionage doesn't apply. That's what they will argue. The lawyers can't argue that Trump didn't do it. He did. He did. So there's two courts now in play, the federal court in Miami and the court of public opinion. Trump will win in the court of public opinion among the Republicans and people who like him. He will win that, and I'll tell you why in a moment. He'll lose in the federal court. I don't think his challenges to both of those acts will work. And you said it, and you're correct. They'll play it down to one or two counts. This isn't a prison situation, despite the hysteria in the corporate media. And those people are, about 90% of them are just liars. But it's not really at that level. Now, the court of public opinion, which is what matters most to Donald Trump, he'll take a plea down to one or two counts if there's no jail time as a fine, whatever it may be. Criminal intent was what got Hillary Clinton off. Comey, and this is a mistake you guys made in the first segment, Comey told the nation that Hillary Clinton violated national security. He flat out said it. And she destroyed evidence that happened. But then Comey said, but she didn't mean to violate the law. She had no intent. So we're not going to charge her, which was no surprise. Eric Holder was never going to charge Hillary Clinton, and that's how politics works. Okay?
Well,
that's
you also can't
one.
Make a case. Well, hold on a second. You can't make a case if you can't prove the intent. It's one of the two criteria.
And that's an excellent point, Cuomo.
And here,
so keep quiet now.
I don't think it's the same situation.
Nope.
Well, I mean,
you see, you just ruined it.
I got to ask you questions.
You had a great point.
Well, you say it's the same thing as Clinton. It's not the same thing as Clinton. It's not the same thing.
I'm saying that's how it's going to be perceived. That's how it's going to be perceived, Cuomo, in the court of public opinion.
Right, because people like you will say it's like Clinton, and it isn't. That's why there are people like me to balance out people like you. You who say, oh, this is kind of like what happened with Hillary Clinton.
Just me.
No, it isn't.
Look.
No, there are a lot of people saying Hillary did the same thing. Go ahead.
The court of public opinion will side with Trump for two reasons, Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. Because it looks to people not in the courtroom who don't have law degrees that Biden's going to get a pass for the documents by the Corvette. Do you even know who the prosecutor is in the Biden documents case? Do you know?
No, but he's got a weird name. It's like Ud or something like that. What's his name?
Robert Hur. Robert Hur. I think he's related to Ben Hur. He's got a chariot. But you didn't even know it. So what does that tell you?
I would have gotten it in a multiple choice. Here's what it tells me.
Okay, good.
Biden complied. And neither with Clinton or Biden nor anyone else I've ever seen prosecuted from a position of power at close to this level, they have his lawyer's own words and his aide's own words and his own words on tape showing he wanted to violate the law.
I'm not his defense lawyer.
All right,
I told you he did it. I told you, okay?
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, And you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.